Hello from Miami, Florida. Uh, if you haven't noticed already, the big Phoenix update finally came out. So what that basically means is now we have FS24 native versions of the Phoenix line of Airbus CEOs, A319, A320, A321. You will see various wing options between the wing tip fences and the sharklets. Today we're doing the newest, if you will, Airbus series, which is the A319 with sharklets that American Airlines has. And we're going to take it from Miami over to Nashville. It's going to be a chance for me to refamiliarize myself with the Phoenix Airbus series, so I will make some mistakes. I already went ahead and loaded the flight plan. I'm using same intentions for communications, and I'm gonna see how well it's performing, because it's been a little bit iffy today. For example, if you look on the outside, if you look at the 10 o'clock position, you see an aircraft is there paralyzed while it was taking off. So right now the traffic injection seems to be a little bit off, but we'll figure it out. No big deal. I'm also just reviewing what settings I had for my movements. Just bear with me. I'm trying to remember how I programmed all the buttons.
Okay, Captain, all doors in park. Dear passengers, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Luis and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Nashville or safe ongoing travel. Okay, Captain, all doors in park. Dear passengers, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Luis and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Nashville or safe ongoing travel.
EL contact, you have information whiskey. Miami International Airport, information whiskey. 1653 Zulu. Wind 070 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered towering cumulus at 3600 feet. Scattered at 20,000 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet. Temperature 33. Dew point 23. Altimeter 3008. Density altitude 2000 feet. Arriving and departing runways 9er, 8 right, 12, 8 left. Caution bird activity. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information whiskey. Miami International Airport, information whiskey. 1653 Zulu. Wind 070 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, scattered towering cumulus at 3600 feet. Scattered at 20,000 feet. Broken at 25,000 feet.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Another feature you're going to see with the Fenix update is going to be the functioning weather radar. So it's going to go off Asobo's basic weather returns. So again, it's nothing fancy, but at least it's going to add some color to the radar. And since we are in South Florida in the middle of the summer, it's very common to have thunderstorms. So it's going to be a lot more realistic than what we gotten used to. So Fenix joins the likes of PMDG and Enibills in terms of giving us a basic weather radar. It's better than nothing, in my opinion. So I'm going to continue to use same intentions. I do intend to download the FS2 crew first officer just to get all the A320 flows realistically depicted as possible. However, today, since it's my first time back in the cockpit after a few weeks or a few months, I really haven't toyed with it as much as I'd like to on FS24. I want to do everything on my own just to get refamiliarized with all the flows and whatnot. So I'll continue doing that prep, and I should still have a first officer voice just when it comes to the same intentions ATC communications. I'm also going to make sure my calibration is working. Miami clearance, American 2833, information whiskey, request IFR, clearance to Nashville.
I will grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
American 2833, cleared to Nashville via the Hurricane 4 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 36010 minutes after departure. Departure on 118.1, squawk 4223. Expect runway 8 right.
Miami clearance, American 2833, cleared to Nashville via the Hurricane 4 departure. Then as filed, climb to and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 360 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 118.1. Squawk 4223. Anticipate runway 8 right.
American 2833, read back correct.
And for those of you who are not familiar with same intentions, the readback was done by First Officer Stephanie from FS2 crew. So once I install FS2 crew, my checklist flow's voice will be matched with the same intentions ATC voice. Again, just for more realism, you don't hear different voices when it's only 2 people in the flight deck. So that'd be a nice feature to have. Miami ground, American 2833, requesting push and start.
American 2833, push and start approved. Tail east.
Push and start approved, tail east, American 2833.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
United 2435, contact tower on 124.48.
Over to tower, United 2435.
American 3115, give way to the company 73 Max.
Give way to the company 73 Max, American 3115.
American 2404, give way to the company 737 on your left.
Give way to the company 737, American 2404.
American 1572, request push and start. Pushback and start approved, American 1572.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. Welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 2833 heading to Nashville. I'm Deshaun Williams, your lead flight attendant today. Joining me are my awesome crew members, Mike, Sarah, and Jessica. Our captain, Luis, is at the helm, and our first officer, Stephanie, is right beside him. We're thrilled to have you with us.
Delta 1789,
Now
ready
let's
for
talk
pushback.
safety, eh? First off, to
Delta 1789, cleared for push and start.
fitting into the buckle until you hear a
Pushback
click.
and start approved.
Release
Delta
it.
1789.
Easy peasy. In case of an emergency, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, and secure the elastic band behind your head. Remember to put your own mask on before assisting others, alright? If we need to evacuate, please leave your luggage behind. We gotta get out of here safely, huh? Now about the emergency exits. We got 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the back. Just look for the exit signs and they'll guide you. We're flying a Fenix A319 today. Cruising at 36,000
Ground, American
feet.
315, taxi to the ramp.
Is about 1 hour and 47
American
minutes.
315,
In the
taxi
main
to parking
cabin,
via Mike 10, cross runway 8 right, then Mike November 13.
along with soft drinks, coffee, and tea.
Mike 10,
If you're in the
cross
mood for
runway 8
something
right, then
stronger,
Mike November
alcohol
13,
drinks
American
are $10
315.
and snack boxes are
American
$8.99.
1572 ready
Just
to
a heads
taxi.
up, we're cashless, so please
American
use a
1572,
debit card
taxi to runway 8 left via
after
November
purchases.
Papa Mike 1,
After
cross
you serve
runway
the
8 right
snacks,
at your
I'll be
discretion.
coming around with some goodies from the American Airlines shop.
8 left via
So
November
keep an eye
Papa,
out for that.
Mike 1, cross
All
runway 8
right,
right,
sit
our
back,
discretion, American
relax, and enjoy the
1572.
flight. I'll let the captain know we're ready for departure.
American 496 ready for pushback.
American 496, push and start approved.
Pushback and start approved. American 496.
Okay, we got 2 stable engines. So I'm gonna turn off the ignition and we'll do a quick flight controls check.
Delta 1789er ready to taxi. Delta 1789er, taxi to runway 12 via Quebec 10, Quebec.
Before we continue, I am going to check on my Airbus Thrustmaster throttle quadrant. Everything seems to be working except the flap lever, so I'm gonna just check my configuration real quick, so just bear with me.
American 3332 ready to taxi. The American 3332, taxi to runway 9er via November Yankee, cross runway 12, then Sierra cross runway 9er at your discretion.
Okay, so it seems to be assigned to the flaps axis, but for whatever reason it's not working. Okay, I'm gonna just use the mouse right now. Really strange. Should be working.
American 315, give way to the company ahead.
Ground, American 2706, taxi to the gate.
American 2706, taxi to parking via Tango, cross runway 12, then Papa Whiskey November.
Miami ground, American 2833, request taxi to the active.
American 2833, taxi to runway 8 right via November Papa Mike 1. American 2297, contact tower on 124.48.
Runway 8 right, November Papa Mike 1, American 2833.
We are also on idle thrust right now, so Phoenix is joining the club as far as what PMDG has done, as well as iFly and the Aorus CRJ. So now we're taxiing with idle thrust, and it depends on the aircraft weight, of course. We have a full A319, but we're also doing a relatively short flight. So this makes sense for the idle thrust to be pushing the aircraft naturally. also just an initial comparison to what I've been flying the past few weeks. I've been flying PMDG, iFly, and Aorus CRJ, as well as the Inibil's A350. This Fenix A320 is a little bit stuttery performance-wise. I have a very high-end system. I'm seeing a few stutters. So whenever there is some additional updates, I think the Fenix team just needs to optimize a few more things to make the performance a little smoother. Okay, I'm gonna add some thrust. Despite that little bit of stuttering, I'm really impressed with the aircraft so far. They seem to have done a very nice job with this update. And so far my brain is Airbus focused. I tend to make some mistakes as far as, for example, if you look at the overhead, the direction of the light switches is the opposite of Boeing, so I gotta remember that. But so far so good. I think sometimes it's like riding a bicycle. And I am having a plan for some kind of a rotation where I can install my yoke for my Boeing and my CRJ flights, and then connect my side stick for my Airbus flights. So just good practice and have a rotation, I guess, just to stay familiar with all the aircraft that I have.
793, request push and start.
American 793, push and start approved, tail south.
Push and start approved, tail south. American 793.
Also trying to remember what part of the cockpit the shortcuts take me to, because it's obviously a bit different for PMDG, for iFly, for CRJ, Aorus CRJ, and for Inibil's, and for Fenix. So just gotta remember those as well. I'm using Track IR, but my Track IR is not the most flexible. When I start looking around, it sometimes just limits my motions or exaggerates them. And I can see that the traffic over there is still stuck in the air. So yeah, there's something a little bit buggy going on today with I will stress, it's the beta version of the same tensions injection. So if mistakes happen, it's just because they're still testing this, and I'm very confident they're making it better each day. And that's why I decided to sign up as a partner to support them. And this is what I was talking about, Track IR. It's not the most stable, even though I have the
American 3332, give way to the company ahead.
The more stable look-around functions with Track IR. It doesn't always work the way I want it to work. We've got our weather radar turned on. And I believe I also have to do my TCAS on my own. So let me find a good position for that. And look at the weather return. So we have something rather than nothing. Again, not perfect, but it's something. Miami Tower, American 2833, ready to go, runway 8 right. I think I meant to tune 118.3. Let me try that one more time. Miami Tower, American 2833, ready to go, runway 8 right.
American 2833, Miami Tower. Runway 8 right is assigned. After takeoff, fly runway heading until reaching 5500, then proceed on course.
Miami Tower, American 2833, holding short, runway 8 right.
American 2833, runway 8 right, wind 070 at 7. RNAV sea salt, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, RNAV sea salt, cleared for takeoff. American 2833.
Miami Tower, American 812, established on the ILS runway 12.
American 812, roger. American 3079, wind 070 at 8, runway 08 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 08 right, American 3079.
Right now I can tell you that manual handling is beautiful right now. Very smooth, very easy, very forgiving.
American 2833, contact departure on 118.1.
Switching to departure on 118.1. American 2833. Miami departure, American 2833, afternoon, climbing past 1500.
American 2833, Miami departure, radar contact. Climb and maintain 5,000 direct sea salt.
Climb and maintain 5,000 direct sea salt. American 2833.
American 2166, contact Miami Tower on 118.3.
Switching to Miami Tower on 118.3, American 2166.
American 2833, climb and maintain flight level 200.
Climb and maintain flight level 200. American 2833.
Yeah, the aircraft handled beautifully on departure. I recommend reading the changelog that Fenix published. One of the things they mentioned was how they polished the side stick controls, and they have some recommendations for hardware settings. So I went ahead and implemented those, and yeah, that was probably one of the smoothest takeoffs I've had using the manual mode with the side stick. Right now I'm autopilot just to see how the autopilot performs during the climb. So far no complaints except a little bit of stuttering that I mentioned earlier.
Switching to Miami
I'm gonna just look at the side window to see if the stuttering is...
1465.
It's a little better now, it's not stuttering as much as it was on the ground. But I'm sure that's something they can fix. And I also make it a habit to just dump some of my Nvidia cache and just let it reset itself. That sometimes helps with those random stutters. I'm also going to zoom out and see the weather picture. I mentioned the Asobo return is not perfect, so that's why you can see that the heavy precipitation has kind of a triangle shape right now. It shouldn't look like that, but again, this is better than nothing.
JetBlue 553, radar contact. Climb and maintain 11,1000.
And for example, I am so used to using FS2 crew that I forgot to turn the APU off. There is nothing wrong with keeping it on, but it's not necessary, so I'm going to turn it off. And we're going to be passing 10,000, so we're going to also turn the lights off. And I got to remember to retract as well, not just off on this series.
2833, climb and maintain flight level 270.
Departure American 496 2000 for 4000.
Climb and maintain flight level 270, American 2833.
Switching to Miami departure on 118.1, JetBlue 553.
American 1341, proceed direct Chrome, cleared for the RNAV Zulu runway 08 right approach, descend and maintain altitude 3000 until established.
American Airlines Flight 28.
Descending to 3000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu runway 08 right approach, American 1341. Miami departure, JetBlue 553, 1000.
JetBlue 553, radar contact. American 496, contact Miami departure on
Okay everyone, I'm going to leave it here for the departure part of the flight, and I'll make a separate video for arrival. But if you've been a Fenix user for a while, and you've been wanting it to be fully ready for FS24, here it is. I highly recommend it. I'm very impressed so far. So we'll see you soon. Take care.
American 496, radar contact.